Another reason why we love these cars is one dude can take the hood off.
He sweats day and night. It's all yours, Brother Dave. We're doing something a little different. We're gonna go back in time, give you a little bit of Saab history from our point of view, the Saab lore on the affectionately known as the hot rod. It sat for quite a while. It was the first time old Saab was in the yard, right?
Well, yeah, so Darren bought it from somebody that was moving and needed money really bad. So he parked it here and I hardly even noticed it for a while. And then I actually stopped, opened the doors, looked inside and go, oh, this thing's kind of cool.
The hook was set.
The hook was set. This one had a blown ring and pinion. Gee, imagine that.
2 years ago.
So this is longer than that.
It has been.
This has been registered for 4 years.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. I swapped it out, did some modifications, dual exhausted it,
Yep.
and then we started driving this and having fun.
It was
and
a blast.
We had trouble with it overheating. I didn't understand how the cooling system worked at first. We got that whipped, and then I drove it every day for a year or better.
Easy.
I never shifted this car until the tachometer got to 6 grand all the time.
All the time.
And
which could explain something about the ring.
So it started losing power, burning oil. I think I probably broke a ring, but today we're gonna pull the engine out of the hot rod, and I'm really curious to take it apart to see what's really wrong. So what this is a 7396 with a 68 nose. And then if you come back here, whoever had it before me Frenched the fenders so you don't see the fender line that would normally be here. And then the doors are off a, what do we figure, a 63 or something? It's weird.
No, I think it's like 69 or 70.
No, these latches are super old.
Oh, yes they are.
Because this type of door latch is not what a 73 has, but it's not what my 68 has either. So I don't know what these come off of, but it's a total pain because it's hard to get the doors to close and they're never quite straight, but it's okay.
You won't hear the wind noise.
No. And you can see down here where I side piped it, dual exhausted it. And this car is really loud and really fun. And these are Harley motorcycle mufflers that one of my customers gave me. So now here's the beauty of a Saab. I'll take the hood off.
The one guy trick.
Another reason why we love these cars is one dude can take the hood off. As simple as that.
Nothing.
So the carburetor from this car
and the ignition
is in old blue.
Okay. Well, what's our next step? Take the grill?
No, let's jack it up first, put it on stands. I just want to get it higher so it'll be easier to drain the coolant. And the engine oil. All right, you can let it down.
Coming down.
Okay.
That wasn't much.
You can see the dual exhaust. I did the cross pipe here. It probably wasn't necessary, but it sure makes this car have a good throaty sound.
Yes, it does.
All right, bring her down.
Coming down.
Okay, that should do it. Well, the oil doesn't have any water in it, and it feels good.
Is it bright and shiny and speckly in there?
No, it's black, which could also be a sign that I broke a ring, but it doesn't smell like gas. Oh no, it does. Yep, we had washed out on one cylinder.
We got a ring, boys and girls.
So see this right here? This is what you attach a hook to, a tow strap, a chain. The Swedes wisely designed the later cars to have this tow point. But no, my buddies, I won't mention anybody's name, hook it here when they towed it back.
That's actually not how we did it.
Oh.
It's when somebody at the light decided to slam on the gas pedal and we had all this space. He didn't tighten up.
No excuse. If it had been hooked here, it could have jerked all it wanted. I still do not.
You don't think it?
No,
okay.
the jerk.
Okay.
The jerk is what caused it, but it was attached to a place that wasn't meant to take any jerks. They keep arguing, but if they had hooked it here, it would have been just fine. So while that's draining, we can start taking everything apart. Let's just start discombobulating everything. This is not the stock windshield washer. Have we ever had one that actually worked? Oh no, we did. I had an original one of these that worked perfectly and I sold it on eBay. Don't need the plug wires anymore. I'll leave that for Chucky's side. And this is the spacer that provides vacuum for the power brakes. That. All right, so that's off. This is one of my hot rod modifications. This is a soup can to provide a heat shield because the fuel line comes right next to this, and even on the stock configuration. So I don't know if it helped or not, but it couldn't hurt. So this here is the motor mount, and there's a starter underneath it. So I just take that off. So I have access to the starter. I talked to a guy that used to work on these cars, like in the 70s, and he said that the one job he hated was changing the starter. So this here is like an engine anti-torque rod. So that's the last thing I take off, because leaving it on here keeps the engine like this, so I can take the motor mount off and the starter. All right, so there is the left side motor mount bracket. Custom bent to clear the fuel pump. And speaking of fuel pump, I think it's time we took you off. The reason this pump is really neat is, while it's on the vehicle, you can clock the input any direction you want to, like this, which is cool. But even cooler than that is you pop it off, and there's a screen, a pre-filter. And one time I had no power, so I took it off, and this was full of like black gooey stuff that probably came from the tank. But wherever we got this, I think it was from that mobile, what was it?
Motomobile?
Motomobile in Germany. This is the fuel pump to get. So now that I took the fuel pump off and the oil pressure sender off, see right here, the mounting bracket for the engine mount covers all that, and I don't know how a guy could get that loose without taking it off. So for me, that's the way I do it, and it provides good access. Well, why don't we take the grill off? We're almost there. This is to loosen the cable. This is the lever that actuates the hood latch via this cable here. Doink, 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 doink. Okay, that should be free. Yep, it's free. To loosen that guy. Okay, perfect. So I'm free on my side. All right, just put that in the trunk.
You think it might not fit, but it does.
All right, this is the connector for the fan. Okay, with the hot rod, we went with an electric fan, and that worked pretty good. Right here, this is the fan controller for the electric fan right there. And then I drilled and tapped into this piece here on the intake so I could put the sensor. So this is what turns the switch on. So that's the modification. Alien P.
He sweats day and
We
night.
just got the final bolt out of the starter. The bottom one is really hard to get. Chuck, you wanna come grab it?
Oh, at the bottom. Got it. So we fought and fought and fought the starter, last starter bolts, the one everyone fights. We got it with a 14. It was like a 32nd of a turn on the clicker. Once it was loose enough, come out by hand. Then we're at the point where I can take the nuts off the bell housing, get the last motor mount. Dave's getting straps. He's gonna tie onto the top of this. We got the Robert kitty ready for action. We'll hoist it up, squeeze it out of here. It's all yours, brother Dave. So Dave noted the pressure plate came apart. This is the piece that makes contact with the throwout bearing and spinny spin. It used to be on the pressure plate, and now it's in my hand. Dave asked me to get a plastic bag, spray down the input shaft on the transmission, wrap it, tape it, keep the dust and junk away. He says, because we don't know how long it'll be until we get back to this. And I said, August 30, give him a deadline.
Yeah, so we're gonna take the pressure plate off and the flywheel, and then we'll put it on the engine stand. But right now, I need to drain the rest of the coolant. It's this little plug right there, and I think there's one on the other side. Yeah, right there.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Ring gear looks good. Yeah, I didn't really smoke the clutch that much.
Oh, you didn't.
And we lightened this one. See how
Did
it
you?
was lightened? Yeah, see how it's been machined?
Yeah.
So,
That rear seal didn't hold up as well as we had thought it could.
cause see how it's really dry right there?
Yeah, I do
It's not the
now,
rear
yeah.
seal. It's coming from, oh wait. See how it's wet right there?
That's it.
That's it. And I did replace that because I put
Yes,
new
you
bushings in the balance shafts.
But you didn't do the Carnegie extra double one.
I probably didn't do any of it either way, so yeah. Oh, we just need to put the engine stand on, and then we're done.
Well, let me help you with the engine stand. You're clear. When we're done, we won't be using these. This car is gonna have dual port heads, and the flange is already made to accept the custom exhaust manifold, just for fun.
Well, everyone, we want to emphasize that it's all of our jobs to keep our planet clean and safe. So always properly dispose of any fluids. Chuck already put the oil in the oil drum. We're putting the old coolant in the coolant drum. And the cool thing is when these get full, I got a couple buddies that are into recycling, and they'll come and pump these out, and they filter and reuse the antifreeze, and the oil gets filtered and then used for oil burning furnaces and stuff like that. So we all got to do our part.
This engine has been in the hot rod
Probably 4 years, I'm thinking, yeah.
And it's out now. So what's next?
We're gonna take it apart and figure out what's wrong. Now, a couple little points. Since I went with the fan, I deleted the bearing for the fan pulley, and I just took and tapped the hole and put a pipe plug. Some people weld it over, but I figured the pipe plug is cool.
It worked?
It works, and I shaved it off a little bit to give us the most room for the electric cooling fan. So, but this is a 1.7, we know that for sure. I figured I want to find out what blew on it anyway.
Probably the ring.
Probably, I'm thinking a broken ring. I'm gonna just do a standard build with this, nothing fancy, but we're gonna put the dual exhaust port heads on this and my high-rise progressive.
You're gonna do the
DVG, yeah, I made a custom manifold. So we'll put that on there, and then I'm gonna do the 4 individual exhaust pipes, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, thanks for watching Sobbing Uncontrollably. There's gonna be more. There will be more.
There will. Don't worry, little brother, there is more.
Yeah. Like,
comment,
and subscribe. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.